the corner, and you don't want to attack because if you attack and you're wrong, you're just going to die. But how many of these are you going to eat before you choose to?
How does he guess it right, too? That back medium kick has hit Mono almost every single time. The Lightning Beast coming out. You're going to set up the Blancachan? Of course you are.
And for another throw there. This is the chance. One opportunity here, and the ball just mid-screen like that.
Ajax Fidelity with the Ed coming up against Louis Man, number 20.
I like this pick. The Dalsum choice into Ed, right? I think this is a matchup where typically Ed wants to hold space. He wants to be the slow, steady mid-range character of the game. And I think characters like this can tend to struggle with matchups where they don't get to be the one who dictates the pace. Dalsum is a really nice choice here. I like that this is the matchup that they're choosing to go with, both for player and also because now you have to force Sim to just chill, hang out, and then you have to go get him as Ed, which is not really his specialty.
Right, it's kind of similar to what we have over in like Street Fighter League Japan, right? It's only like Tori Meshi and YC Mochi, the only two Dalsums. They're in like separate leagues too, so it's just like, man, they're the only ones kind of representing that hand to face off against the military of Ed.
Right.
And it's actually kind of interesting to see how that's developed. I think a lot of the Ed players have been really struggling to face off against this character because of how often Dalsum gets to dictate that pace. I think you have a very valid point where, you know, these limbs are going to be outranging Ed majority of the time. I think the versatility with the different angles of fireballs also give Ed a little bit of a hard time.
For sure.
But the float primarily, being able to reset the timing against Ed and kind of get away from the flicker and also like the spark into the fireball is a pretty significant deal in terms of controlling the pace.
Yeah, it is not easy for Ed to attack those angles. He has to be a bit committal. His drive rush is good, but you know, float is the ultimate equalizer to most characters. That's kind of how Dalsum plays mid-range. You know, in the last game and in this game, it's just such a nice thing for him to have. And it's very difficult for Ed to deal with, you know, the angle that he's just going to hold on the screen here. Not only that, but you have all the anti-fireball stuff. You have the teleport from Sim. You have the slides as well. You have the floats into the heavy kicks or whatever you want to do to beat him trying to jump at you, or heavy punch if you're trying to approach. There's just a lot of good stuff to have here, and I'm curious if Ajax is going to make it in, you know, kind of make it happen on offense here.
I did get to talk to Louis Man just the other week and kind of ask him how he felt about the changes, the initial changes that we've seen from Dalsum. He had a big grin on his face. He's like, I don't think people are ready.
Yeah, Sim got a lot of good stuff in the patch that they put out, which I think people have gotten a little bit more used to since it's happened, which is nice. And right here, look at this. EX Fireball gives you all that screen space back. And by the time, you know, like Ed gets to play the game again, he got his drive gauge back. Wow, that was an expensive spend on offense there from Ajax. And yeah, that anti-air means that now you're probably most likely not only cornered here, but burnout very soon.
Jesus is very close to it. Ajax gets himself into the corner too. Louis Man now trying to suppress any sort of movement, but the forward fierce getting a lot of mileage from Ajax.
Nice. Yeah, it's a good option to hop in, try to take some space. It's not a button he has to hit as much in other matchups, but in this one it makes a lot of sense.
Right back.
Out of burnout. It was really not a factor.
Still as active as ever. Again, Ajax is not really afraid to spend that meter to kind of close the gap. I think he's been one of the more aggressive Eds that we've seen. I'm not too sure about that one, but hey, a lot of great damage racking up.
Nice.
That's going to be dead.
Yeah, I think that's the idea for Dalsum now is like, you just do your level 1 and you're like, what are you going to do about it, right? It's minus, but huge pushback. So like, what are you going to do about the, you know, the situation? The answer for most characters is not much, right? So. Oh, Ajax really smothering here. Oh, correct on defense with the jump back drill. Doesn't get a big completion. And yeah, same thing, the buffer from that crouching medium punch.
Slide over, got a flinch. Ajax actually responding very late with the uppercut.
Oh, smacking him a little bit of damage. And honestly, these are really going to add up here. Oh, Comet's coming down now too. Fireball on the ground. Big chilling down here. Runs into that normal too. No drive rush cancel, but that'll do it.
Okay.
Heavy punch for the kill. Saving that meter as well, which is going to be an important one. Dalsum spent a couple of level 1s already. No meter from Ajax, which is one of the things that Ed is, you know, kind of the best at using. Oh, this is a big
punish. That's huge.
Yeah.
Caught him on the landing frames too. Setting things up with a drive rush fierce. Forward throw now as his back towards the corner. Louis Man can't really make a move just yet. Are we going to see maybe a backdash, maybe a drill? That only happens if Ajax decides to let off and not throw out a normal.
Nice. Good cleanup. Green round.
Heavy punch, heavy blitz, level 3. Keep it nice and simple and save for that tournament environment. Love the combo choice. First game there with the perfect for Ajax.
He's been so aggressive too, and it's finally paid off. So much mileage from the drive rush forward. Just trying to close that gap initially. Louis Man, I think that was really on him in that last round. Not really making a move off of that initial jump back. Just falling susceptible to whatever it is that Ajax felt like doing. Drive rush forward, catch up upon landing. That felt really, really bad to see from the side of Louisman because he had no chance to play immediately afterwards.
Yeah, typically that's kind of what you expect in this matchup. Oh my, Ajax doing a good job pushing the pace though. It's not easy to do against Sim in general.
Ooh.
I think particularly for this character, nice. The combo of this side swap and whip for the bait.
Oh, good.
Oh my, man, that is quite the reversal of fates. You just in the corner looking like it's going to be a bad spot.
Nice. Oh my God.
Kick pickup.
Rained on that shit.
Oh, out of the air though, unfortunate. Otherwise could have been big damage on that.
Yeah, this far on offense, Ajax has been really peppering the normals, just keeping a lot of the meaties there against Louisman. And Louisman, he's still trying to use movement as an option on defense. Although he gets the pace so for a while actually. He's got what, mid-screen control, he's got all the life lead in the world, he still has drive gauge. It's going to be a big problem for Ajax. The chip could be imminent, and it's going to be it. Yeah, toasting them up on the aim.
Yeah, that spot's up. What are you going to do? You burnt out against Dawson mid-screen? Like, yeah, it's really difficult. Everything just becomes more difficult to manage. You don't have your meter to challenge. Wow, what a bait. And that's kind of what you need to do as Dawson. You need to frustrate someone, put them in burnout, kind of just, take advantage of it, use those awesome neutral tools that you have to slow the pace of the match down. Nice pickup again.
God, that's so cool, dude. That is actually a sick combo. I know it's not like something crazy, but he kicks you 3 times into a sweep. It's pretty cool.
Dawson makes you hype for a 3-hit combo. You're like, all right, that was pretty cool. Oh, that's a big find, though. Finally has some offense here. Is there a button? It looked like it. It was a throw. Oh, man, out of the corner. Now you're big chilling here, too, if you're a Louis, man. You just hang out, anti-air, look for chip. Don't have to commit to too much. Yeah, just big vibe, and although that's a huge find for Ajax, just the mash out on the jab. What a piece, just like that.
He's really earning his keep. I gotta say, like, a lot of the times we kind of talk about the relationship between Menardi and Louisman. Mena has said it a bunch of times over. I wouldn't have had him on my team if he didn't earn it. And it feels like right now, the way he's been playing in some of these weekly events, he's definitely earned that spot.
Yeah, he's super solid. And this is a really nice character matchup to have. Particularly, you mentioned the army of Eds. There's so many Ed players around in this, right? So, both in this and Japan, this character is really popular. If you want to play a mid-range, kind of footsie character, I mean, he's the one to play in this season. Punish on that. Head damage on the drive versus punish. Not super high, but he gets a safe jump.
That trade-off could have been a little bit worse.
Oh, out of there, but ready for it. And the juggle was high enough for him to get the light punch blitz after.
Get him off. Get that drive versus in. The spark being able to reset that time. We talked about that flow. Louisman kind of like avoid some of the fireballs. Now he's hailing a
That's
forward into the uppercut. What? Past the fireball. I love that. The reaction and the idea alone from Ajax Fidelity. Now look at that match.
Nice, good start.
Everything's off very aggressively yet again, as he should.
Oh, that's a big block. He can get a side swap here as well, which is huge for Sim. This is a rough spot for Ed now. Down a lot of drive gauge. Empty jump. I love the idea.
Christ. Who flinched?
Oh, definitely us. We both flinched, I think, on that one.
Oh, that roundhouse just occupies so much of that space, too. Ajax is going to find a way around it.
I love the charge flicker. We haven't seen that too much, and there hasn't been a lot of drive impacts or threats on it yet, so. Ooh, that drive gauge. Waiting for the anti-air. Missed the DP. You saw the whiff jab. Oh, no. This is a rough spot. And it just hits heavy punch. Very scary stuff. But final game, final round between these two, just like that.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. 3 bars to both their names. Let me see the blood. Let me see the fist flying, dude. Who gets that first big hit?
Oh, this is big now, too. Sim adding up on that damage. The fireball's out for the shield to protect himself on the way in. Drive gauge back to full already, so he can just do it again soon. Oh, drive rush in, gets stuffed. Drills space really well there as well.
Forward Fierce does find the connection. Ajax, what do you do about after this level 1? Do you drive on forward? Yes, you do. Forward throw. What's the meaty situation like?
Oh, reversal jab, even on hit right there, and almost burnt out his Ed, so he's going to have to find a way to spend some meter soon. Yeah, you see, going for that crouching heavy kick into the light flicker. This is big. Level 3 gives him all his drive gauge back. Not quite the kill, but a really good spot here for Ajax.
Drive reversal.
Good fix on him there. The drive reversal does count. Louisman creating some space for himself. Ajax, what do you do when he's airborne like that? You can't let the bald man fly like that. Oh, and he's burnt out. Critical art could be a big problem.
Oh,
the chip is imminent. He's going to get it. He sure does. Louisman, insane rebuttal coming in and out of the corner.
Yeah, and I mean this is a grind of a matchup too. To be in the last spot, to have to win this many games against Guile, as Ken, you know, trying to approach in this, it could be kind of a bit of a grind to get in there against, I think, most characters against Guile. But yeah, I mean, I'm very curious about this, and I also think Kaba, you know, pulling up, he's a really solid, well-rounded player. He's tough to beat, basically for anybody, right? He's a world-class competitor, so we'll have to see if Ariel's ready to just pull up, get the job done here. He has a lot of tricky stuff. I feel like he's a player that has a lot of, you know, he can play solid, he can play tricky, he can play scrappy, he can play just like very fundamental. He has a lot of ways to play, and he's got those like tricky DI resets he likes to do a lot in the corner.
Man.
He loves that kind of stuff. So those are the kinds of things you have to scout if you're team Bandits here, and particularly if you're.
I've never been more afraid of stuff setups in my life than
Right.
watching Oreo play.
Yeah, he's got a lot of tricky stuff that he likes to do, and I think Ken has a lot of opportunity to do that kind of stuff, right? So. Love that right there. Immediate flash kick right through, and you know, fireball drive rush, it's the goods. That's how you have to approach in a matchup like this. And a big bait right away, stripping the drive gauge. Love that choice right there. This spot sucks, man. Dealing with Jin Rise and Dragon Lashes in the corner when you're burnt out against Ken, it's not an easy place to be.
DI, just like that. Oreo just needed one more throw to get that first round. Pretty aggressive, I must say. That the OD fireball, just being able to strip away Guile's booms. Okay, that was actually mad far. That actually is mad unfortunate that the rest of it didn't hit.
Yeah, didn't go for the launcher, actually. I'm surprised about the follow-up. This is a bad spot now, again, too. In the corner, guess for the round pretty soon here. Ken about to have 3 meters and has full drive gauge to extend. Actually had the hit for a second there. And yeah, that's a guaranteed punish on the Jinrai. Also gives you a lot of space, so good for Kaba. The drive impact, he just sends it, and he's able to build the level 3. This should be an easy peasy cash out.
Fucking clean, Uriel.
Yeah.
My man, the drive rush at the tip of like the DI that hit. That is rough. Uriel Valorio, you literally preface it with, man, he could be really tricky with some of the DI setups. That one I felt like was plain as day. It's like, he's coming at me, I gotta be prepared for it. Uh-oh, I'm over 30, this is gonna hit me.
Yeah, that's what happens, man.
Is Kaba over 30?
You know, he didn't react, so I'm gonna say he might be getting there. Yeah, he might
Survey
be getting there.
says he's on the board.
You know, you boot up for ranked online, their title up there says Street Fighter 2 fan, you just drive impact him, you know? And then later on, you see a tweet from James Chen about it, and you're like, oh, that was him? That's how you know.
Think about the eyes.
The way my brain works, I just can't drive impact him back. That's me too, James. Don't worry.
I love James.
That's me too.
It doesn't matter what monitor I have, it's just going to be like so bad for me.
He didn't DI that back either. I mean, maybe that's the strat.
Nice.
James Chen strats here in Street Fighter League. Oh, too far. Little walk back. Stripping the drive gauge, level 1, sets up the fireball. It's very scary though if whoever builds 2 drive gauge first here, basically that run DP. Oh man. Oh, he's trying to get in.
A lot of boots right into the stone. Oh, that was actually mad awkward. That could have been towards the such an awkward angle too. The way that Guile moves with that low move is so deceptive. He like slightly moves forward. It's so weird and low profiles like crazy.
A lot of time you can get flash kick after 2, even if you jump it. Even if it's on the other side. Holding space a lot better though so far. Yeah, and that is all your drive gauge, but the offense right into the corner. So if this works out, could be good here. Wow, light kick into the heavy Dragon Lash. I like that idea.
He's kind of tricky when it comes to stealing turns, man.
Yeah. Safe jump here, stripping drive gauge. Very close to being burnt, and I love the jump.
Good read. And the backdash. Excellent lead right back. The rebuttal from Kaba, level 1. Set up with maybe a Sonic Crossbow. It's going to be a regular boom. Then the cross comes out just in case he tries to run DP again. And yeah, the solid lockdown, medium kick to stop the air approach. Or so we thought. You might have just died. Okay, maybe not.
Not with this combo, for sure. Didn't spend the level 3 on this and now has no level 2. Chip is a big problem. Oh no, Guile's gonna win this. Yeah, he was forced, right? Guile was gonna win the fireball, the Sonic Blade into the boom. So forced into that run DP to try to make it through the fireball.
That was actually kind of crazy. Was there, man, see, this is why I need like the replays, right? Going into it, like just kind of see what other route he could have taken to go into level 3.
Replay takeover, that's what it's for.
It's so sick.
Yeah, replay takeover
is so sick. I'm still losing to those matchups that I play, but man, it still feels cool.
Yeah, it's good to know that there's a reality. It's like when you're in the shower and you're like, oh, you know what I could have said? And then it's like that in real life. You can just check and go back and see what you could have done as a better combo. I like the side swap here. Oh, jump in, but if it was a heavy kick, it would have been good.
Yeah, don't know about the fierce though.
Yeah, maybe not on back roll.
We've seen Ryukichi actually kind of do something like that, but actually just go for like a double dash forward for the pressure more so than kind of like the damage. He just wants to optimize that in that situation of like threatening with a beating, getting the side switch, etc.
Yeah, prioritizing the like knockdown pressure I think is not a bad idea for sure. Stripping that drive gauge. That's the problem. Like, all right, so you block Jinrai and then you EXT. That was sick.
You are a jerk for that one, and I mean that in the nicest way possible. That was actually the sickest thing. I texted that was actually
El velorio special, baby.
And then you flash kick it, and it costs you 2 bars, and then he just wakes up and like jumps at you, and then you're like, you know, you get punish countered, and now you're down 3 drive gauge or whatever, right? So sometimes it could be like, oh, you get the punish on Jinrai, but you immediately get your drive gauge beat up anyway.
It's science. It's mathematical.
It's math. Yeah. Math says, oh, that's out of the corner. That's not math.
I think that's science.
Yeah,
that's where science comes in. Yeah. How does the fire come from the boots?
I don't know. This is a side swap again. Yeah. Okay. I like the jump in, taking the pressure. You're mentioning that earlier. That idea instead of just going for the heavy DP or something after. Oh no, not again.
This is tough too. In critical territory is Uriel, but doesn't have the critical to follow up with, like a critical art, I should say. Only a level 1. Standing your ground. Overhead, doesn't catch, but still Kaba throwing out the DI. I like it.
Very interesting. I wonder what he was scouting with driving back there. It ended up working out in the light kick and a Jinrai, but this is a big combo. To the corner. Oh, misses!
Oh, to the window. Oh my god, to the boot.
Yeah, your poor drive gauge gets beat up by this combo too. So now you're like, you know, full screen against Ga with not a lot of drive gauge to work with. Forced into making a couple of bad guesses here before you get burnt out. We'll see what the choice is going to be.
On to the other side. Kama's trying to set up the fireball.
He's being a little cautious. He's you know, afraid of that run DP or like EX fireball, drive rush, stuff like that, right? So.
Makes a lot of sense. From this range, do you think Oriole's going to be spending any sort of OD fireball? No, he's already actually kind of closed the gap, right?
Oh.
Back throw.
Heartbreaker. Do you go for the drive impact here? Risk getting perfect parried is the question. It seems like Kaba, the answer is no, just walks back slow and steady with that Sonic Boom. So 2-1 just like that. We'll see what the adjustment's going to be. I feel like most of his approaches looked awesome, but it's on Kaba to make the response, right? It's on him to be second and find good answers, and so far he's done that pretty well.
And with 2-1 thus far, Uriel Velorio is going to take some time out to kind of figure this strategy. Oh, the character, sorry, the costume change-up. Now he's actually playing with fire. This is actually the way he'd want to go out.
Look at those eyebrows.
I don't want to.
Okay.
It's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there.
Too much. I just don't understand like why like the rest of his hair is like a different color than his eyebrows are just like jet black.
He must bleach it, right?
100%. But bleaching your facial hair is like...
Yeah, that's a lot.
Seems like a lot.
That's a lot. Oh, punish. Yeah. Gambling with those dragon lashes. I think, you know, it's just kind of the thing you feel like you have to do against Guile sometimes.
Yo, he just swayed out of the way. The backdash away from the stand roundhouse. This guy Kaba is moving.
He had the Guile just cool. He just like, got out of there. He's like, what?
Yeah. I didn't know he could move like that.
Chilling. Man, Kaba is holding down back and vibing.
Doesn't need to overextend. He can just throw out some of the Sonic boots. He has the normal kind of free forward stuff. Rio gets closer. Just looking like the Kaba round that we've been that he's been looking for the entire set.
Yeah, and when you fight a Guile that's locked in like this, it really just feels like, what am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? Like, what do you want from the game?
What are you supposed to do?
Yeah, you're just like, what is my objective here? How am I going to beat this guy?
Overhead is blocked. The moments of aggression coming in from Kaba, I think Uriel does a pretty decent job of staving off the offense. Oh! Oh no! No Dragon Lunch!
It hurts your brain. Oh, that's big though. Take the corner here. Double dash, yeah, going for offense now. This is a huge chance for Uriel here. Heavy Jinrai that time. Notice there was no EX flash kick. Very smart. Oh. Wow, he's really testing him.
Jesus.
One hit can do it though. All he needs is one. Had the jab hit, didn't go for it. In burnout now. Uh-oh. Kaba with the hit.
Getting a little bit too overzealous with some of those jabs, man.
And chip is now going to be a problem quite soon as well.
Oh, you know that's roundhouse into solid puncher. No way.
Big chunk. Kaba had that look on his face like, this guy thought. Very, very smart stuff. Obviously, that was the gamble he needed, right? He needed something like that to get the job done. Kaba, solid. The rock for this team in that anchor position. Looking very, very good and clutching things up here for Bandits. Interesting stuff. I like that choice. I think having a Kimberly in the back pocket is really good, by the way. She's a character that can kind of throw people off. She's not super popular in a lot of ways, and she's not like a character you expect to sort of be dominant, but she's so nice for formats like this. We kind of talked about it earlier with Dhalsim and then other characters like Zangief and stuff. Having that choice to counterpick with a character like this is really nice, I think.
We'll see it in the hands of Psycho too, one of the best Kimberly players to ever do it in the States. It'll be very interesting. Damn. All right, well, that was a little bit short-lived. Trying to get a little bit of a poke there. Standing medium kick gets blown up sky high. Now it's Oil King with the pressure, a couple of the jabs, spinning mix. How does he control the pressure too? How does he control the escape option, I should say?
What a reaction there from Oil King. There was no anti-air I'm surprised about after the backdash. Oh, out of the corner, but of course, that tricky wall escape makes it so tough to keep Rashid there. Oh, too far. Offense now, and Psycho doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to keep this up. Nice, that's a good find.
Meaty.
Yeah, didn't spend any drive gauge on that either, which is big, which is why you can get this pressure in the corner here. Uh-oh, this is starting to look scary for Oil King now. Oh, went for the EX Arabian Sky High to get out of there. No chase down, and now Psycho just walking him down in the middle of the screen.
And he was mashing on that crouching heavy punch too. He was trying to catch that anti-air as much as he could. That sharp elbow could lead into such a big blender for Kim, but not even going to see it in this round. Oil King, nice and easy for the rest of the finish.
Yeah, it is really tough to deal with the escape from Rashid in the corner. Like, I mean, it's the same thing as the last game, right? He just does whatever wall option or not that he wants to do, and it's very, very tricky. Meaty overhead, spending 4 bars on this combo here. Got the hard link as well into the safe jump. Empty low instead. Man, Oil King kind of locked in right now.
He's already been in the 15-degree gamer lean since we started, and that is a big throw bait, looking at the perfect KO, the strongest we've seen.
You're going to get him with all those anti-airs, and it's going to book him up. But just keep in mind in neutral, like, he is not a patient player. You do not need to be the one initiating. You can wait for him to kill himself.
He doesn't have like the confidence coming out of it. He needs to get some of these games in, some of these reps in, and I'm glad that he's getting it early. It sucks that it's at the cost of Psycho, because I think he's extremely talented as well.
Yeah, I like what we're seeing so far, too. Yeah, Oil King is so tricky. This is something I think about him. He's like a very insistent player, and he has a lot of like ways to make you fall into sort of the trap that he's setting, you know? That's kind of what I always think about his plays. Like, you know, he's always down to send it on EXDP, but he's also always down to just put you in weird spots and be like, you know how to stop this? And then get tricky.
I think between the two, I mean, like I've seen like him and JB previously as well. I feel like somewhat similar styles. I think Oil King is willing to spend that meter a little bit more than right. The drive gauge, I should say.
And he just backs up. He's playing it nice and safe, but
oh! That didn't say cross up.
That was messed up. That is hard to see, and he gets clipped here. Doesn't go for any kind of resets in a drive impact or anything. Cans out.
Nice, baby.
Nice.
Oh, and the combo.
Ready for the can action.
Good shit, good shit,
Big
good shit.
Psycho, no bomb, no bomb.
Here.
Ooh.
Just enough. Very nicely done there from Psycho. Good awareness on that can to get the pickup afterwards.
I was actually going to say, I knew it was coming. That's one of the things you have to master as a Kimberly player. What happens in that can interaction?
Oh, yes.
Oh, that was dirty.
And also, you know, scaling the can a little different in this patch, right? So it's something that can matter for hits like that as well. A little bit of extra damage goes a long way. Oh, no parry, no checks, just blocks it out. And then, yeah, obviously doesn't want to go for any drive rush cancels because life's a little, or drive gauge is a little low.
Actually kind of rough, getting a slide from that close. Even
nice.
Counter it. Damn, that was a far sweep, but still Oil King recovers. Does get the spinning mixer. Attempted to parry the punish counter now.
Oh, just raw drive impact. There was level 3 available as well, which is a little scary. Oil King's going to have to, dump all this bar to get the kill. Very nice. Now, set point for him. Down on meter, though. Psycho with 3 bars. Very, very scary.
So difficult for Psycho to get initiated, right? I think this is the most pensive we've seen him thus far. I know you haven't really been able to see like the first couple of weeks, but again, Psycho, once he gets his mix going, it's so hard to even decipher what to do on defense. We saw a glimpse of that a little bit earlier, right?
That's unfortunate there.
The first round for his name.
Uh-oh, 2 in a row. Bad spot in the corner here. Psycho going to have to make some tough decisions on defense very quickly here. And just stays nice and solid. Willing to take another throw, but maybe to the detriment of the set. Oh, the bait and the kill. And yeah, Psycho was just committed. for so long there, but after 4 or 5 throws in a row, you know, eventually you feel the urge to do something. It's going to be Akuma, obviously, for NL, and then Chrissy CH is on the Ed. Basically been the standout Ed performer in the US for a bit. So kind of the person I expected to see here. Makes a lot of sense. This match should be a good one. I think one of the hallmarks of this matchup is the air approach, obviously, is a big problem for basically every character in the game, but Ed definitely for sure. His DP is basically double the startup of most in the game, so it makes dealing with situations like this a little weird. However, he does have the medium and heavy DPs that have more range and can catch like the air fireballs or tricky stuff. He doesn't have the best ways to deal with Demon Flip all the time, but he's a pretty reliable way to handle like far jumps and maybe a little less reliable on some other air approaches.
Yeah, I definitely had the luxury of being able to watch Lashar on and off the league. Dude, his control in this matchup is insane with Ed. He's found every spot consistently to stop any sort of demon raid, any sort of air fireball. So he's forcing the Akuma to play the ground game, and it's fucking terrible for them majority of the time.
He's swapped, obviously, but like he's the best. Like, I don't know. When I watch him play, I'm very, 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 very impressed.
I'm convinced that he's going to be one of the top dogs in Capcom Cup, at least in like a top 8. I think he's going to make it to top 8. Can have against majority of the cast. Akuma, definitely a certain type of anomaly when it comes to that with the air approach.
Right.
Now, we've seen that it is possible, right? Overseas, Street Fighter League Japan, Lashar has been the one dominating this exact matchup because of the amount of control he has, both airborne, forcing the ground game against a lot of the Akumas. Let's see if Chrissy CH has that same type of play in him.
Yeah, I think Lashar is just a demon. When I watch him play, I'm so impressed with him. He is just, he's different. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. He's him for sure. Oh, nice throw bait early from NL, doing a little walk-in, and then little jab crouch light kick confirmed from Chrissy CH right after. Oh, that's high. Yeah, that dive kick was definitely high up. You can change the, after you do it, you can pick which version of the dive kick you want to do after, so.
I love that, by the way.
Yeah, it's a cool little way to change the spacing. It's nice for Akuma players, I suppose.
It's so deceptive, too, because you can do like the very shallow demon raid, just not too threatening, then bam, roundhouse dive kick, hit you with the toes. Like, really?
Yeah.
That feels kind of bad.
I like the kind of slow and steady approach that Chrissy CH is going for. Whiff punish, gets the heavy kick after on standing Akuma.
Yep.
One thing that Ed always has to look out for. There's a lot of damage here, by the way. Heavy punch DP at the end. You're mine. Oh, I love it. Just letting Chrissy CH counterpoke and then hitting his own crashing medium kick right after. Very smart there from NL. Oh, he tried to dance on him. Yeah, he was trying to dance, and then NL just beat him to the punch. That's a huge block and punish. Should be the kill.
Elevator off of this. Doesn't even matter. That combo wasn't even done off of the fireball. Didn't even need to spend the super art. That could have been uppercut if need be. Heck, it could be the roundhouse Tatsu. Would have been roundhouse Tatsu.
Yeah, Akuma existing in the middle of the screen, or in the corner, basically means you're dead. This is not the dream combo because we're a little too close to the corner. So just takes the standard route into the safe jump.
Jesus! You're looking at, what, 3,900?
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, that was a weird heavy kick. It just caught probably a stand tech, I'm guessing, from Chris.
That did so much damage, too.
Oh, take the side swap. Light blitz afterwards, too. So really good spot now for Chris CCH. Oh, no anti-air.
None at all. Oh!
You're not dead.
I don't
not
need.
dead.
Okay.
You're not
I
dead.
trust you.
Man, that is a tough one. First interaction, immediate demon.
This
enough.
sucks. He's not dead! Oh, but he is now! That's rough. I get it.
You play great, honestly.
I actually just forgot he had demon.
Yeah, you playing great in neutral. Feel like you know he's looking for the demon flip out the corner. Maybe
Yeah.
try to jump that dad, maybe.
I'm trying to think. I've been beating the EXCPs a couple times, but I feel like he's just going to do them anyways. I feel like I should keep doing that.
Yeah, that happened to me at EWC. I baited him all the first game, he didn't do it, and then I didn't bait the second, he did it right away.
Yeah.
It's also kind of swarmy, I got.
Yeah, I think I was looking to throw bait him too hard. I just got to look to like hit him out of there.
And wait, watch out for the low forward, the random low forwards and minus situation for him.
I got to be a little more patient.
Every
He's
time
good,
I watch
though.
him play in any fighting game, basically, he's just really, really like on it, right? And it's the same thing in Street Fighter 5. Always one of the world's best players on a bunch of different characters. He played Cammy and Akuma, obviously, in the last game. Same kind of thing here. Luke, Akuma.
I still remember his breakout performance back at CEO where he won that event with Cammy.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since then. He's really grown as a player.
All right, committed. Finally got out of that position. Oh, nice. What an interrupt there. Not a lot of damage, but at least got out of that position. And now that could have been the bait. Chance.
Oh my God.
Wow, he's got so many responses just ready for all this stuff.
That was kind of funky. Doing the Demon Raid point blank like that.
Yeah.
Preparation for any sort of like response that Chris CCH wanted to do upon wake up. That actually is kind of nasty, but a very expensive start thus far for Adele.
The trade looks a little dangerous, and you know,
Again.
every interaction so far feels like it just can't go right. For Chris CCH, just like that, immediate chance at offense. He goes for the EXDP to get out of there. Dream time.
Put his ass in the corner.
From one corner to the other. With a double bounce.
It was a little early on the DP, yeah, so he kind of had to drop the combo in the middle there. Does strip the gauge for the burnout.
Ooh.
Scary, scary spot. He was a little far. The Demon Flip Snipe spends the level 3.
He don't get
Huge
no
damage
OP
on
or
this.
anything,
Yeah.
so. Or I guess he's close enough. He might try to overhit.
See what the guess is going to be. Chris is really low on life. He does have drive gauge, though.
He's about to recover as well. Yes, sir! He busts out! What a risk to take! Jesus, NL!
Probably no surprise that it's Punk on the anchor spot on the Cammy, DCQ anchor spot with M. Bison, the character he's been rocking. Really popular character. I think it makes a lot of sense from most people in tournament. He's pretty straightforward to pick up. He has really powerful offense and control of the match in particular. A little scary on the defensive side of thing, and I think Cammy can give him a lot of problems with her approach, but he just has so much damage, so much pressure, so many plus frames. You know, the ability to slow down the pace of the match with a mine and then just pull up on his own terms is really powerful to have.
I think there's also some subtle moments where like Bison can control the airspace. If you happen to predict the right jump or the right angle going in with a hell attack that leads into massive damage, or that cyber mine, or both, right?
Right.
I think that could be a little bit problematic too. But Punk, I don't think he's been one to kind of shy away from the challenge in the airborne space.
Yeah, and that's one thing that makes it so scary is like if Bison has charge, maybe he can deal with stuff like that for sure. Oh, and that stand jab, crouch medium punch, the Punk check. He checks everybody with that. Oh, slightly wrong combo choice there from DCQ, didn't work out. Nice neutral jump. Stripping the drive gauge with that level 1, so now he's got one guess to be burnt out or not.
Ooh, and that's a punish counter. It doesn't even matter
Shit, that was smart.
if he gets into that burnout, because the rest of that damage, we're going to be killing. I like that. Punk. Using the old strat against Bison, this has been a long time tech against him. Neutral jumps have been a bane of his existence because of like the forward momentum moves that he has. Granted, you can counter it with the hell attack, sure, but yeah, it's been a big problem for years.
Yeah, he plays the game horizontally, right? That's kind of what he does. He has like best-in-class approach options in neutral horizontally, but you know, neutral jumping and stuff is a good way to take that out. Man, backdashing again, correct on that choice.
Mine. Damn! Oh, that's hella damage.
Kill me?
We'll see how much he spends
Oh,
here.
he's-
Level 2
oh,
on
he's
this,
might
so
regret
not the
this one.
kill.
I don't.
Not going to dump all the meter just yet, but a
Right.
very sizable lead now.
Oh, you thought you were in time to do the back heavy?
The evil knee.
Immediately waking up with the crouch jab. Very Kazunoko-esque.
Ooh, this is scary now. Punk needs one to get the round here. Both in burnout.
Oh, that's it.
Wait,
What
he
a
can maybe
beast.
find chip now too. So is whether by
How'd that not work?
No.
What? He got to delay it more.
But-
Okay.
Yeah, and then.
Just didn't
Yeah,
get the
you can
job
see,
done
you
at
can
that
see how
angle.
much he does not want to get like.
Yeah, I told you. I told you.
Right,
I
yeah.
told you. I know. Oh, I hear it go, Chris.
How many minutes? How many? Hold on.
It's okay. Samurai Ben powered us through this moment early on in Street Fighter League. That perfect parry was nice, though. I was looking real boost like. Oh, we got the timer set? Okay, let's see what it's going to end on. Oh,
what
that was
the-
quick. That was
Yeah,
quick.
the timer got him shook. He
That
didn't,
was quick,
He didn't
that
want
was-
his method exposed.
But you got to add a little time, though. You started a little
50,
late.
50.
Yeah.
Punk right now, the momentum all in favor of the Cammy Evo champion.
I like that. Little tap parry action on the dive kick, get the job done. Plus frames there. Punk not willing to see that. He's down to do the drivers.
Moose.
Man,
Damn,
everybody's been doing that.
Everybody's on the same page today, huh?
Yeah, they're
all
locked
practicing
in.
the exact same thing. All the Bison mains just watching in the back. It's like, I hate it.
They're probably all mad. They're like, dude, why is everybody doing this now? Can you guys just go back to giving me plus frames for free?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's furious.
Japanese judo.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
furious.
Uh-oh.
Keep doing it.
Yeah, I told y'all. I told you. I told you.
A little smile on Punk's face too. You can see it all the way from the player cam.
Every time it's easy reads. 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 I told y'all. I have him downloaded forever now.
Regular jump plus dive kick plus whatever she's going to go
Bro, he
for,
loves
so
this.
It's very difficult for him to stop that option
gave up.
consistently. It means that oftentimes he just doesn't want to commit to anything.
Oh, caught the backdash.
Nice.
Stomp, the follow up as well.
Nice combo. That's the coolest looking Bison combo, I think.
The fact that he gets to juggle off of that, yeah.
Oh, that was nice.
That's the Asian shimmy right there.
Yeah.
The regular
Do
head
that.
stomp into
Triple
follow
down.
up as a juggle is cool.
Got 3 bars.
I always found it kind of tricky to get the devil's reverse ender of it. I don't even know what it's officially called, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's the one.
Getting that last second bounce is really difficult.
Misses the jump in, but still gets the throw.
The fish fly. is what I'm gonna call it.
Fish bomb on. And now Punk in a weird spot, just maybe block and parry here. Oh, walked in and blocked. Wow, that was the spacing and awareness of the timing on that was really impressive. Oh, missed
That was
time.
tricky. I thought DCQ was definitely going to press the button.
Punk one hit away here as level 3. Big chilling on this lead. Doesn't need to overcommit to anything just yet.
A lot of airborne approaches this far from Punk. DCQ
Ooh.
tried to drop.
That was a Punk, not Bruce Lee that time. Not that time. That's a Punk. That's a Punk.
Yeah, I mean, that, you know, not very many people on the planet are going to get that.
I told y'all this
punished, but that
$1,000
kill
can opener. I'm locked the
Such
fuck
a
in.
dangerous opponent. You know, he plays the best players in the world and
Remember,
makes
like,
them
when
look
he's, like, a little bit
like they're
farther.
humans. You know, and he does it so consistently.
Yo,
against
start it,
all the-
start it, Chris, start it, start it.
We good.
Yeah.
I was gonna wait until he went to character select.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
never
he
mind.
shook by the time.
Is year in, year out, no matter what version of the game.
Yep.
It's very impressive.
Nice.
What a call out too against the drive rush. I think he's been one of the few to really call those out very early on in the game. Damn, that neutral jump is so important too. The damage on top of that, the corner control, DCQ does get exposed down below too. That was a counter hit. He was trying to poke his way out. Does find it successfully this time though.
Yeah,
Yup.
crouching jab
You already
and the
showed
whip
me
on
that.
From Punk as well in the spacing trap attempt, and now
It's
going to be the kill. Going to be
easy to
set point
adapt
for
like that.
Punk to tie the score up here between these two teams.
I know it's only week 3, but this is the most we've seen DCQ bleed thus far. And he was coming off from a big dominant week in the previous one with 3 games straight under his name against Ajax Fidelity. A whole different story against Punk now.
Yeah, I mean, he is the Evo champ for a reason. Oh my God.
Damn!
Stuffs it.
Again!
I cannot believe that crouching medium punch even hit.
What?
That was mad active.
Yeah.
He turned it into Noah.
Has bomb, has pressure here. Does Punk go for it? Doesn't go for the reversal, but this is
I'm
huge
dead.
damage on this. Can kill if he wants to spend the bar.
Level 1. God
Yeah, his
damn.
character's kind
Level
of
1 kill.
Yeah.
God, and it
Still got
overkill
meter,
too.
though.
Level 1 had
Still got the
room
meter.
to spare for that. That's a lot of damage.
I thought it would be level 2. I didn't even know how much scaling was involved in that, but as soon as I saw the big chunk from the heavy,
Yeah. One thing we haven't
Nah,
seen so
defense
far is
looking
how attack from
crazy.
to the
Oh, it's
team
over, it's over, it's
must be
over.
off where he just-
Come on
he's not
again?
ready, He just doesn't believe.
Huh?
no, he's already like...
We gonna do it again?
Like as soon as he jumps, LCQ...
Drop him
is-
pick?
like, DCQ is
Oh.
actually committed to the normal. I mean, it is his last chance right now.
It is.
because-
This is LCQ for DCQ.
Yeah, Punk is on match
he
point.
did
I
it.
love that, man. What are the tricky stuff? Being able to halt your own drive rush into a special move.
Punk just waiting it out. Oh, counter hit. This is a huge find. Bombs on. Now he's got a guess for the round here. Doesn't go for the XTP. Punk with the throw.
That was nice.
that was-
That was nice.
That was a sick perfect parry on the one. I'm not gonna lie. But like all these situations, he's just like
Looking for a crouch strong buffer. Mid-screen or when he has offense, like that's really all he's trying to do.
Yeah,
He's not even
and
doing anything
I
else.
knew he was going to do the scissor kick. I should have jumped that one. It would have been it. That was it.
Very convinced he was going to go for the throw.
I like that. I like the fact that he was willing to call that out. And, you know, he really won off the strength of his own offensive reads. So that's a good way to do it. Because it's going to be hard to win the neutral in this matchup. So nice. The hell attack. We just mentioned that earlier. Glad to see he's finally recognizing it.
Again, the neutral jump, finding the right timing. As soon as you talked about controlling the air, Punk still being able to make the read against Bison with a neutral jump himself.
Ooh, these, I don't know if the slugfest here.
Shit, come on, man.
I like the slowdown from Punk there.
That is-
Kind of taking back control of that match, that mid-range control we've seen him kind of
man.
have success with. Game in and game out, so set point for Punk. Man, just playing it slow and steady in the middle of the screen and just finding these crouching
Jesus.
punch buffers like that. Commits to level 1.
If DCQ was going to further...
All right, now it's over, y'all.
Okay.
Yo, he did it again?
Big change of pace now for DCQ. Gets him out of the corner so far away. The damage on top of that is pretty neat. That could have been disastrous as well.
Yeah, these neutral jumps are very scary. Any of them hitting can be so bad. And, you know, he can hell attack them, but it's difficult to be in the right spacing, to be ready. Stuffs the drive rush there as well. Punk just trying to wall him out here. He's not on level 3 just yet, so not any hit can kill, but there's the hell attack.
Oh, that was...
Exactly what he was looking for these last couple of rounds.
Jumps over, and bomb is gone now because of that throw. Okay, big perfect parry to get the side swap into the corner.
But now,
Is that plus?
I'm actually very surprised that hit counter hit.
Is that plus?
Ooh,
I don't think so.
Very close here. I think it might be
he's got him
enough.
I pressed crouch
It
medium
is,
kick. Maybe
okay.
it's too
Big
slow.
win there for DCQ. Even though it's all his meter.
Is 0.
Gotta spend it.
You got no bar. You got
Totally
3.
fine for that round for sure. Pretty much close to build up at least a level 1. But the fact is, he needs to get this momentum against Punk and put him in the corner as soon as possible, because if Punk manages to do it,
All right, now
with
it's
the level
over,
2
y'all.
on deck, could be a little bit problematic. Next hit,
Yeah, see,
Okay,
now
okay,
it's
now,
over.
especially
Jump
after
throw.
this.
Beat the parry
No,
there.
I did it too late. I did it too
Oh,
late.
go for
I did it too late.
Maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe he just believes in
okay.
the level 3, but now there's a huge swing here. Uh-oh.
That was mad awkward. The fact that he still got the juggle was kind of insane.
Drive reversal from Punk. Neutral jump, very scary if he gets hell attacked. And now suddenly, one guess away, Punk with the wake up buttons. Oh my, he had the
He
hit.
had it.
He had the hit, he didn't believe it. Now Punk with a huge opportunity here. Not gonna be the kill. Oh.
No,
What do you mean he jabbed a Psycho Punch? What are you talking about?
What the fuck was that? What is that?
Genuinely, what just happened?
Outrageous. I can't believe he was ready with a jab. Looks like we're locked and loaded here. NL on the Akuma. Up against Cammy for Punk here. And, you know, he just had that clean dub. It's one game to send it and see if you can get the job done here.
Real scrappy. We just literally right as they said it.
A little option select to beat the drive rush cancel button.
That's a little bit tough. Was that a heavy normal that came from NL on the way through?
I don't remember. He did a medium punch after as the button. I don't remember what button he drive rushed.
I see.
Yeah, but he did send medium punch afterwards. Punk ready with that EXDP.
And I'll kind of like playing the coy just a little bit.
He has a slight life lead here. And corner positioning with Akuma, which any of those buffers into the EX Flame is really scary, so you have to be very careful if you're Punk here. Nice check.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that.
Double
Just
rush.
pile
That
up.
should be the kill. Easy peasy. So potentially locking in and not only winning his team's only points, but all of the points his team needs here.
Controlling airspace, and just like that, the throw bait as well, and L getting full corner control and the damage on top of it. A nice and easy confirm.
Say it could win.
Tatsu.
Oh my, and just like that. All right, we're going to a last round. Evened up on meters as well, basically here. Both about to build that level 3.
Out of there. I just like that. I just love the teleport.
He teleported away and Punk reacted to it too. He even hit the jab. He was ready to stuff the teleport, so that tells you a lot. Oh, nice interruption there. He gets in between the hits of the fireball. All right, bringing the throw. Punk with lots of drive gauge to work with here. NL needs to find a hit so he can get a level 3 to fix his drive gauge, but I don't know if he's going to get a chance just yet. In the corner here, he wakes up with it right away.
Why find the button when you just do the whole shebang bang?
Punk did not seem happy about that, by the way.
No, absolutely not.
I think he's like, this guy just did it. If I blocked it, he was dead.
This guy's a bum.
I knew it too. He's dead. I knew it too.
Damage. He's dropping bombs on NL. Punk, the definition of clutch. Again, mentioned 25 points for FlyQuest.
Just like that. Had the headphones off instantly.
JB.
The man you had sitting out potentially, and I don't mean that as like, oh, I told you so or
No, I
anything,
got
because
you.
I didn't know either. But yeah, I think it's hard to call this. This is such a weird team decision to put in. So interesting that JB put himself up there first. Maybe the squad deciding this is the play. What is the result, or what are the odds you think that they put Lex in
I was
against
just
the other
about to
guy,
ask
right?
you.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty highly likely thing to happen. We might just see like back-to-back Gal Rashid matches.
think that's really interesting. One thing about this too, the backstage NuckleDude was talking about how he's really bad in online tournaments at the start of the week because he takes the weekend off, you know, spend a little bit of family time and stuff like that. Wow, what a whip punish. And then during the week as it cooks up and he plays more and more and more, he does better. So you know, that's something that's interesting about, like, the later in the week you get NuckleDude, the better he's going to be as a competitor. So SFL is happening later in the week. You know, he might be cooking. I mean, he might be a little stronger.
Who knows? Right now, it's taking the first round.
It might be Monday.
Different, like, I mean, probably he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna take it as it comes. Really. I like that response. You know, it's just so deceptive to see a standing guile animation from the parry and still having that charge mask.
Oh, check him, PC. This guy JB. What is happening? How many perfect parries in a row? Is that SK Overwatch?
It probably is.
Yeah, that was so many nice snipe there from NuckleDude.
SK getting that many parries in such little time and such little practice with it too.
Oh my, these two are cheating. We're both. Can we get somebody on the replay? What's going on here between these two? Baits the throw, gets a back throw. You can swap out of the corner here. But the jab on the overhead.
Oh, that's so deceptive too. Not quite dead.
Oh, jab
you
out.
tried to overhead.
Had the meaty and thought it was going to be a combo because, you know, why would you be getting hit there if it's not a counter hit, right? Maybe just try to counter hit, confirm it was a regular hit, didn't get the combo. Maybe looking for a meaty jab, but now a little bit more. Yeah, you can feel kind of the swing of the match suddenly going in NuckleDude's favor. Dude, his perfect parry success rate is pretty outrageous, but it's not gaining him much ground, right? That's the problem with dealing with Guile.
Yeah, it's been a pretty big nuisance. You're forced to kind of play that game against Guile no matter what, right?
Big jump in. Had the hit, did not believe. Raw overhead, level 2 is available. Does not pop it just yet. I think maybe looking for one more knockdown or like maybe slightly closer to the corner here. Ooh, he's dancing. Oh, he dancing.
I was waiting for it. Like, it looked like he was pumping that motion, heading backwards.
Throw into the corner. You can kick in the tornado here, and that's what he does. Mix now, overhead off it. This is huge damage. He also has level 1 available at the end of this. Doesn't get the hard link, and the wake-up buttons into CA. That's huge damage and a lot of drive gauge getting stripped.
You get to set up at least a free sonic boom because of the spacing, then possibly a cross to get the burnout. If
this match, oh, that's bad for JB. He fell on the fireball. If this match goes much longer, JB might build another level 2. Nice, not to take the bait. Drive reversals out, but NuckleDude sitting on a lot of resources.
That actually stopped him. You saw the startup of the overhead, but he's still technically grounded. That's messed up.
Okay, so one thing I noticed Dude likes to do a lot is he likes to parry after blocking a jump in. Also,
when he has level 2 out and he's like at that distance, when he activates level 2,
he's doing a lot.
If you think he's gonna jump, like try to react with air throw. You got some time. It's like a regular. It's basically treated as like a regular jump in. It's like the same timing as a regular jump in.
You're playing great, bro. But I feel like JB can also kind of play that style too. He can also know, he knows when to kind of slow the pace down. I love the way he plays his offense, also with Rashid too. But in most parts, if he has to slow it down, he does so effectively.
I like that counter hit confirm we just saw from JB there, right? And immediately after, Meaty gets the combo into the crouching medium kick. And yeah, listen, the secret about Rashid, that setup, it's a lot easier to go low and throw than it is to do the overhead. The overhead's like manually timed, so you know, it's more likely that they're going to be going for one of those other options. Meaty crouch, medium punch, and that's the easy peasy kill for JB there.
I always thought that was like the funkiest frame kill with Rashid, just back-to-back crouching medium punches.
Yeah, his frame kill for like light Eagle Spike and medium Eagle Spike are both just mashing crouching medium punch a bunch of times in a row.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, you just mash it until they get up, and it's just like, yep, that'll do. Oh. Angle on that was really tough to stop.
Now coming in with the booms, JB, I feel like he's trying to go for the dash and maybe get that run to get that slap, the leg slap on the other side to avoid the fireball, but that's just way too difficult to try to manage within the spacing at the speed that NuckleDude's been throwing these booms.
Yeah, doing a good job of just chilling in neutral, not falling for a lot of shenanigans. JB can't really wrestle control of this match back without spending some kind of resource here. I think level 2 is probably the biggest way, but I don't know if he wants to commit all that resource. Nice. Oh. I think if you're JB here, you're probably expecting this to go to another round now. This is a long road.
Could get as much meter as possible all the way through.
Yeah.
Getting that level 3, but at the same time, if the longer you let NuckleDude like prolong this round, he's going to take it over for himself too. Pretty close to a solid puncher for Do. Actually, look at that match point.
Unfortunate, too, that the double jab into the third one whiffed for JB there. He had to do jab, jab, medium mix, or jab, jab, drive rush. And wasn't quite ready. These angles are rough, man. And JB's got to find a way in. Yeah, all right, popping this. Going to try to strip a lot of drive gauge off of this. Overhead baits the throw.
Jesus. Coming in.
Oh, that's a huge find as well. Corner pressure, looking for the throw. NuckleDu stuck in a bad spot now. JB doesn't want to overcommit on his offense. You saw the backdash there. Nice whip punish. Safe jump. Knuckles with an empty jab.
Weaving in and out of the ranges too, kind of like tempting NuckleDu with some of the mediums that he's thrown out. Like standing medium kick is catch. But no, he catches the solid. JB stays alive, brings it to another.
I swear to God, he's gonna start getting flash kick heavy. I swear to God, I'm looking at
JB. He likes to stand in the corner a lot, so walk up, low forward would definitely work. Yeah. He's standing up to make a crouch fierce rip.
I also think it's fine to jump there because if you get flash kicked,
I got you.
Back to full screen, you just pop level 2.
Sure do.
You know, you have the meter there, so if you're JB, that's a pretty fine guess because, like, all right, I got flash kick, I parry the boom on wake up, I throw EX whirlwind, and then I level 2, right? Like, that was going to be the plan, so he was pretty chill either way, I think. It was probably not too bad. Oh, that's big. Yep, punish counter, he gets the heavy punch link afterwards.
You rarely get that in this matchup, I feel like.
Yeah, it's not easy. You got to be super predictive. I mean, even against regular fireballs, you usually have to be pretty predictive with that, but against Skyla especially, you got to know.
Oh, no!
What a bait. A little jump light kick into the throw action. I like what we're seeing here from JB. Wow, he didn't expect the jump, and now NuckleDu is on the back foot. He's ready again. Oh, too far. Uh-oh. Chance now for Du. He's got the corner. This could be very, very bad for JB very quickly here.
How do you find a way to close it out? JB running into a couple of booms now.
Yep.
NuckleDu sets up shop. DI, or so you thought. I don't even know if JB's part of the 30 club yet. I feel like he's getting younger and younger.
Yeah, he's right on the cusp. In like another year, he would have got an SFL next season. It's over for you.
Unless they nerf DI.
They just scale it with your age.
Yeah.
1 frame slower.
That's why they do, like, for every user agreement, they ask you for your date of birth.
Level 2 popped. Pushes him past, gets the counter hit. Is there some kind of reset here or anything? Yeah, of course, looking for that, and gets the throw afterwards. Overhead out of the air, though.
Oh!
JB is 1 away here. He just needs 1 good hit. Oh, pops it, trying to strip the drive gauge here with the level 2 from Guile. And the parry's huge from JB. It actually saves him. Burnt. There's the last one.
Boom towards the end. What was that noise?
It was refreshing. It was reverse refreshing. Uh-oh. Ooh, I like the backdash from Du. Scary spot, though, now. JB waiting for that. No, you know that drive. Impact scary. He gets the flash kick. Does he react? Does he go for the level 1? Wait, he's not chipped.
I mean,
1 more boom.
Oh, no.
He's about to have level 2. Oh, the win.
Out the fierce there. Nah, son. That's too much recovery.
If it connected, it would have built him level 2, and he could have done it, and then maybe stripped the drive gauge, but Du in a bad spot. But instead now, final game, final round between these two. Big drive rush opener. Level 2's coming out.
Great Desert Storm.
Neutral 1. Neutral acquired. Oh, he tried. The Street Fighter 5 answer where you get the dash up throw. Like that huge bait. Oh, man, this is going to hurt. 1 more. And you see the pop. Dash in combo. Coast to coast on this. Look at how far he's going to take him. And he strips the drive gauge. Both of them low on drive resources now. Anti-air. In for the throw. NuckleDu just hold up back out of there. Checks on the dash.
Actually quite insane, the amount of damage being reciprocated from both ends. The low medium kick, but still NuckleDu, he's trying to find more of that damage off of the low medium kicks.
You see the dashing from JB too. He's trying to dash slide to beat the boom. He gets the pickup. Oh my, EX. I like that idea, but it was a true block string because he was too close. Back throw, it's not enough to kill.
Overhead blocked.
Jab check. Let's go! Level 2 should be the kill here. JB with the clutch for Team Cloud9.
That was only the first game.
That was the first set between these teams. Wait, it's Du and then Du. Oh, Kevin, they got 2 Dus?
That's exactly it.
Wow, double Du.
Double duty for
Double Du. That's sick. I didn't even realize
I love how you got yourself with that one.
That's sick. I didn't even realize. That's news to me. Yeah, this should be same matchup we just saw here. I think it makes a lot of sense, right? Because if you're, I don't know what the warm-up exactly was for the teams. I saw a little bit of Kevin playing, but if you're Lex and JB, you can just warm up together, and then both of you are prepped for the matchup, right? So it creates kind of like a double situation where you can prep each other for it right before it begins. And obviously the same thing could be happening for the other team, but they don't know, who you're going to send up in the same way, right? So very, very cool.
This is, I think this is one of the better moments where we get to see the full advantages of the home squad, right?
Right.
C9 being able to take all of these matchups in stride. I think that's actually just a very lucky occurrence, to be honest with you. Getting paired up. You're going to face off against everybody regardless in a round-robin situation, but like this specifically is so beneficial for being on the home squad. They get to do that exact same thing on the next run.
That's true, actually. If they put up JB and Lex, like Dual Kevin and Knuckle Dude could do the same thing on the other side. So that means, right, that the last spot is going to be Hot Dog. And Hot Dog, they get to choose whether they want to send up Noah or Boost for that matchup. It's an interesting one. Bison, obviously, Hot Dog, very scary. He has a bunch of characters. He was on DJ, then he has an Ed, then he also has a Bison now because he's a Bison main from before. So a lot of character choices for him. And same thing for this team Cloud9. They have the choice between Noah and Boost to see which.
All right, Lex.
Let's go. Dual Kevin gets nervous.
Here it is, same matchup we just saw here. Now reverse, Cloud9's Lex on the Guile, Dual Kevin on the Rashid.
Hey, is Terry a Shoto?
Yeah, technically.
I just love seeing like the discourse around that and seeing it on social media. But anyways, going into it, Lex, Dual Kevin, exactly what we'd imagine. Back-to-back matchups of Rashid and Guile.
I love that little fireball spacing.
That's fine. That's good.
Heavy mixer, but doesn't get to keep the corner, thankfully.
So chilling.
Thank you, Capcom. Big fan of that. Yeah, big fan of that. And so far, Lex is not playing the video game. Things are not happening. His brother unplugged his controller and is playing for him. Oh, burnt though.
That is a classic.
Yeah, this is a chance. And these,
only
Lex
in the corner, only in the corner, right? This screen don't even worry
when you see two brothers sometimes and you're like, are you guys actually related? I think these two are related.
Yep.
That's, I think that's a given.
Yeah.
It's in the hair.
Yeah, you see them and you're like, these guys are brothers.
It's so fun. I still remember seeing Lex in the very first season of Street Fighter League. He was just kind of like hanging out with his brother. And like,
who is this JB
He wasn't even
lookalike?
into fighting games at the time.
Yeah.
He wasn't even into Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, that's one thing that's interesting is that they both picked it up during 5, right? That's when they both started getting interested in fighting games in Street Fighter. So